We here at the Gaming Saloon Rift Tracks always support any and all that are involved in the creation and distribution of any show we feature, and will encourage any of those watching to support the official release. Thank you and enjoy the show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live from the outskirts of the internet, this is the Gaming Saloon Rift Tracks for June 21st, 2014, with your host, Spacebreaker2448.
Rampant Epsilon.
And Tommy Gun 2442.
It does not sound like he wants to be here today.
It's not that. I'm just like I'm still trying to wake up, to be honest.
Well,
Trying to friggin' wake up.
well, you're on night shift. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not good.
Yeah.
I'm becoming nocturnal because of my job.
No, don't feel bad. Could be worse.
It could.
You could be on swing shift.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
My-
that could be worse.
My uncle had to work swing shift for Wrigley. It
Bad.
sucked.
Yeah.
Everyone that I've ever heard that has worked swing shift said that it sucked.
Yeah.
I never want to try it because I know the concept of it, and that would suck.
Yeah. For those that don't know, you essentially transition between the 3 different normal shifts at a workplace over time.
Generally, like every 2 weeks, you switch.
Yeah. Which, by the way, your sleep schedule will be fucked to all levels by the after a while, and you will want to
After a
do
while.
nothing. Because I remember my uncle didn't really do anything when he was working swing shifts. It's just like, oh yeah, that's yeah.
About all you want to do is work and sleep
Yep.
because you're so
Basically.
fucked up.
But yes, we shall be continuing our journey through Duelist Kingdom with Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1. But first, we have a game episode to talk about because we didn't talk about it last week.
Oh crap. Okay, earphones out. Go ahead.
So Glock's gonna go around and hide in his corner as we proceed to talk about game.
Episode 33, The Great Beat Writers Gathering. Okay, this episode can essentially be broken down to 3 specific things. Conversation between Kaito and Mai. Conversation between Kota and Minato and Michi.
Fuck Michi.
Yes. Everyone hates Michi right now.
Everyone.
Yes.
And I really am starting to think that when Takatora realizes what
Say
Michi's
something
done,
we know
even
is gonna-
he's gonna hate him.
Like on chat.
We kind of assume that, Glock.
We kind of figured that one out, Glock. Get up and go hide in your corner.
Yeah. So, let's start with the Kaito Mai one. Mai has really kind of made Kaito soften up a bit, or kind of expose the kind heart that Kaito kind of has.
That he doesn't really want to show.
Nope. Because he's all about power and strength, but there's I want to say a sensitivity to him, but I want to say there's main hero qualities there. And if this show were written differently, Kaito could easily be main writer material, which is perfect, especially for recent writer shows in terms of secondary writers.
Yeah. Because really that was kind of our biggest problem with Wizard was the fact that Nato was really just wrote as comedic relief until the end.
Yeah.
And then that's when we actually got to see him as a hero.
Yeah. Then we got to see that, hey, maybe this guy could lead the show. And he kind of had to for a few episodes.
Whereas I kind of like the way Kaito's done with Gaim because really the whole way I think he could have very easily been main writer.
Yeah.
Which I'm wondering really if that's not what the concept was. I wonder if it was more of a case of breaking that all shows have a main writer and a secondary writer, and really this show has two main writers.
Yeah. Which is kind of a throwback to Agito, because Agito, in a certain way, has three main writers. Which are the three main writers you see for anything with Agito, and that's Agito, Gills, and G3. Because they all really have their own separate plots going on. It's not until like late into the show till they finally converge and they go, oh, you all were involved in this one incident too, to some aspect. And it's like, we're starting to see how we're all connected here.
Really? It was like that?
In a certain way, it's at the center of Agito is an incident that all three main characters are involved in to a certain degree. Two were actually there, a third had a relative there.
And they don't realize that till later, after they've
Well, that's
all
because
been there
none of the
on
three realized that each other were there. To spoil Akito a little bit, Akito himself doesn't remember he was at the incident. G3 rescued the boat in the middle of a storm. I don't think he ever really saw the passengers. And Gills, his relative, his father was on the boat, on the ship, and he only has his journal to go off of. So he doesn't know who was on the ship to begin with. So all three of them don't realize that they were all involved in this one incident at the same incident until late into the show, until they kind of start running into each other and start being involved in all the same shit going on. Then it's like, wait a minute. They start to put the pieces together.
Huh.
I'll say Akito's...
That kind of makes me wonder if maybe... I know you said the way that game was wrote, it was supposed to be a throwback to a lot of the other shows.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if maybe that was actually intended.
Well, I know Hirobuchi cited Ryuki as a major inspiration, which I don't have that much experience with Ryuki, but I know it has a lot more of a two-writer dynamic.
Well, you got to think too, what was a big kick with Ryuki? The multiple writers.
Yeah.
And the whole big battle.
Yeah, the 13 writers, which you didn't really get unless you watched the entire series and the movie and the TV special. Yeah, all 13 writers did not appear in the TV show as advertised.
Huh.
And I think at best you got all of them in the television special, which is not even really in continuity with Ryuki, kind of, sort of.
It's one of those that kind of is, but it really isn't.
If you take out how I believe Ryuki's ending is done, that's essentially what happens at the end of the movie and the end of the TV show, or not the TV show, the TV special, which causes then the events of the movie, kind of, or not the movie, the TV series, kind of. Time travel's involved, and by time travel, I mean a time reset.
Never mind then.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Of course, you sound interested in Agito. Guess who wrote Agito?
Who?
Toshiki, in a way. You know, the guy that wrote Fies,
Yeah.
wrote Kabuto, wrote
Yeah.
Decade.
Yeah.
The guy we hammer his shows with, but yet I count Agito as one of my favorites. This is before he got kind of crappy with his writing, so that's what I write it off as. But yeah, back on Guy. I really like this, and I kind of wonder how Mai feels about Kaito now, because she seemed to be a bit smitten by him. Because she was awfully quick to be like, Koda, let's go to Bondo's. I was like, wait, Bondo's open? It's like, yeah, he's open. And it's like, oh, okay.
I think it was one of those that kind of caught her off guard.
Yeah.
Here Kaito's been this whole way, nah, you need power, you need power, you need power, and then he's like, with her, he's like, what you do is your power.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, that's not something you expect Kaito to say.
Yeah, it's like
Koda, yeah. Kaito, no.
it's like dance. People will come. People will come back to the city eventually. We just gotta clean up.
It's like, we gotta be powerful and clean up the mess, and then you be powerful and bring them back. We got it.
Yeah. And then before Mike can finish words with him, Kaito goes run off and is like, "Oh, Paporto, bye. I gotta go take care of things." Now, Kota and Minato. I know on Twitter, Ega Devil was saying he got heavy tackle vibes off Minato from the conversation those two had, which might be a bad thing for her future. Let's just say Tackle made the ultimate sacrifice at the end, by the end, towards the end, this is stronger, and well, she is a female rider, just like Tackle, and let's not give people more fuel for the fire. That is, female riders really don't get the same level of treatment as male riders. Please.
Okay. To this, I say, if something like that was to happen, it's going to be for Kaito, not for Kota.
Yeah.
Because she's got a lot more respect for Kaito right now.
Well, that was the whole thing, that she was defending Kaito. No, she was telling Kaito, like, well, those people are going to be after the fruit, and you will have to fight them for it. He's like, well, I don't want to fight Kaito. I was like, well, you have to.
Yeah, and that's something too. Kota's well aware that he's going to have opposition all the way for that final victory there.
Yeah.
But really, like right there, Kota doesn't want to fight Kaito. He doesn't have a problem with him.
Yeah.
I mean,
the preview even showed that in this week's episode, since Game came back this week, he was willing to. He flat out said to Kaito, was like, "Hey, I don't mind if you have the fruit.
Go for it."
I guess it's a way of like, I trust you to not be a dick with it, and I trust you'll do the right thing with it, so you take it. I guess that shows the trust Kota has, but
the trust that Kota has also is a fault of his.
Yeah, because we see how much the trust gets him with Michi, and yeah.
Yeah, he really shouldn't trust Michi as far as he could throw him.
Well, he could throw him quite far with Kachidoki.
He could throw him pretty far with Suika, but I mean, we're not counting that.
I thought it was also interesting that Minato even asked Kota's like, what are you going to do with your power after this is all done? It's like, what happens after you save the world?
Yeah.
Well, because that question sometimes doesn't get answered.
Yeah, and you notice he was kind of just at a loss of words at that point.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, I never really thought that far.
Yeah.
And that's one of those. I understand he needs the power to save the world, but exactly like she said, what's going to happen when you've got all that power after all this is over with?
Yeah.
You're going to wind up turning into like the overlords are, where you got some of them that are just bored and want to do shit just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
Or are you going to actually be able to keep a level head and keep that power behind you?
Yeah. Just to bring up a couple recent examples. Double, you can infer what happens after the end of the show. Shotaro and Philip just continue being detectives.
Right.
It's like, oh yeah, we're just gonna keep being detectives, keep solving stuff in Fudo City. It's like, well, what else would we do? That's our job, literally. Edgy kind of just goes off on a journey for reasons that are very spoiler for those, but yes, he has a reason on it to go on a journey, and it's elaborated on in Megamax. Forze doesn't really get a... We don't know what he's going to be doing after the end of the show until Ultimatum, which gives us an idea of where he's going. And also, I think the Forze novel will pick up on that as well. Wizard, not so much.
But we know there are more phantoms than the ones that was encountered.
Yeah.
So really, it could still be understood that he's still fighting phantoms.
Yeah.
And that his job's not ever going to be over.
Yeah. But what happens for Coda? I mean, like, if Helheim goes down, there are no more invests. Like,
Yeah.
period. Like, there's nothing for him to fight. So what does he do? Now, I say that because, well, invest suits are gonna come back for later movies. That's just going to happen.
Of course.
Hell, they'll find a way to bring back the invest for the Gaim Drive movie. That will happen. It will happen. Trust me. No matter who's writing it, it will come back.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. And finally, Michi. Michi trying so hard to try to scheme behind Reggie's back, but I'm like, dude, he sees this coming a mile away. You're terrible at this.
Yeah.
I love how Ryu even gives him the offer of, you get to rule the world while I go and have fun. And I have to think he's not really ruling the world. He's just going to be this little puppet that Ryu plays with alongside everything else.
He would be.
Yeah.
I need you to corral all the humans up, that way I can go kill them all.
Yes.
that would legitimately be a reason he would be using them.
Yeah, Ryu only has him around because, well, I don't really understand all this human tech whatnot bullshit. You're here to help me understand this. And that's it.
And then we kind of jump ahead here on us just a little bit, but we see this week's episode that he kind of picks up on this shit a lot quicker.
Yeah. to Ryu, he's expendable. Very expendable.
Literally, Michi's only there to show him what he needs to know and then die.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like, I'll happily toss you in front of one of them to take a shot. And I can totally do that, by the way. It's like, look, I don't give a shit about it. Look, I really don't give a shit about you. Your culture and your world, that's what interests me. You can go fuck off. Yeah, Michi eventually decides to bring along another overlord. Didn't catch his name, although it's a bit... Daiudo Noshi? Onshu. I'm just going to shorten it to Onshu. the peacock overlord, essentially. Jesus.
the overlord that we get absolutely no building on.
No.
He's literally there just to die.
Yeah. Because he ambushes Kota and Minato after they have their conversation. Leads Kota into a trap. Beats on him. Until Michi shows up in the skies as Nisei Zangetsu to beat the ever-loving shit out of him. Or at least try, because Kota's in Kachidoki at this point. And he's really not doing anything. Like, seriously, he's beating him with the Sonic Arrow. And not just, like, slashing him. No, he's literally going right for the face. In a very angry fashion. And Kota just, like, moves his head for every shot. And it's just like, Takataro, stop! What are you doing? Stop it, man! Like, this isn't... It really isn't getting him. But Kota, being a bit pissed and a bit caught up in the moment, goes Kiwami, and then just wrecks house.
Well, you did kind of forget a little bit of a plot point.
What?
The whole point where Bravo hops in and Makes
Oh, yeah.
Kota realize that that's not Takatora.
Yeah, oh yeah, Bravo shows up to kind of break up the fight a little bit. To point out to Gaim, the thing that we all know right now is that, hey, that's fake Zengetsu! How dare you impersonate my kind of man crush?
Oh god.
I love how at the end of the fight, Bravo is just so pissed. He's just like, how dare him! I will rip him to shreds! Meanwhile, Oates is just standing there stoically. I think all he does at the end is just turn and is like, what?
Yeah, that's kind of funny there.
Yeah.
Bravo's like, how dare you steal my melon?
Yes. But yeah, Gaim goes Kiwami, he just wrecks house. Like, nothing can touch him. And he's about to finish off the Overlord and probably like de-transform Michi with the DJ gun with a strawberry charge, because the lock seeds are completely compatible with the weapons outside of their forms. It's just not as powerful. Because it only goes to 10, I believe, before he pulls the trigger. Plus, the lock seed is closed at the moment. But Michi uses the Overlord as a shield, cuts his way out, and gets the fuck out of there. And then proceeds to bitch about the fact that, oh shit, I lost Dakota again, but he's stupid enough to not realize I'm behind an enemy line, that I will stab him in the back eventually. He will give me an opening. And laughs maniacally.
Yes, which I swear to God, his laugh is giving me Gremlin vibes.
Well, he is he's getting that point where he's just like broke. There is no turning for him.
No.
I'm sorry, but any chance for Michi to redeem went out the window weeks ago. Like, any chance.
Yeah.
Like, right now, Michi is either dead or he is villain material for a later movie.
He'd be dead. I don't even think you could consider him sub-villain for Gaim.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, hell, just about any of the other riders except for the Nut Riders could beat the fuck out of Michi without a problem.
Yeah. And I know Michi's in the lineup with the rest of the riders for the movie. Which, I'll be honest, I think the show's going towards that lineup towards the end of the run. Personally speaking.
Kind of.
Yeah. Just take out the movie exclusive riders, and yeah, that lineup is they're going towards that lineup hard. Like, that is going to be who's standing beside Gaim by the end. Because Sid's not there, Sengoku's not there, like, and Michi is definitely not there. Or Michi is there. I'd have to bring up the photo myself, make sure, but I know he's in the shot with the rest of them, even in the transform shot.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, that helps. Yeah,
What?
yeah, he is. Just the shot of all of them de-transform looking at the camera.
Ah.
Yeah, Michi's like off next to thank Yuya with the Matsubrika energy lock seed. I think. But yeah. Now, one quick note, and this gives credence to people who think that Gaim is going to be getting a blade ending, and that is when Koda's eating the food at Bondo's, he doesn't taste anything. He writes that off as, oh, he's had the belt on long, and he's been feeding off the lock seed energy, whatnot, and maybe he's just lost that taste for food recently, but...
Oh,
yeah.
No. That almost makes me think of that Sagara was telling him about in order to save the world, he's going to have to be an overlord himself.
Which, again, plays into the Blade ending. And for those of you who don't know what the Blade ending is, if you watched Mass Vader Run a Battle Rat War, you got to see a pseudo-recreation of the final scene from Blade, which is a showdown between Kenzaki as Blade in Blade King form and Hajime in his Joker form. Now, you might know Hajime as someone else, Kamen Rider Chalice, because technically that form he takes, that's the Ace of Hearts undead. Verbatim. That's the Ace of Hearts form. Yeah, it's a bit kind of gimmicky, but just roll with it. But in the battle royale between all of the undead, whatever undead is left, because all the undead represent a species. There's even a human undead, which is what Hajime uses to at least look human. Is he uses the human undead card, which is the Two of Hearts. But whatever undead wins this fight, is like the last one not sealed, wins the battle royale, and that species gains dominance over Earth. That's not the case when the Joker wins. The Joker wins, everything's wiped out. Because fuck you. Now, the characters are fully aware of this in the TV show later on. Yet, they seal all of the undead except Hajime. Even though there are undead that are perfectly content with living life peacefully. And they have a way of unlocking undead. Yeah, the Blade ending kind of pisses me off because it seems like they're smart enough to get out of this situation, yet they forget to do so at the last critical moment. They talk about a way to do this, but I'm like, really? The thing you talk about before this shit happens is what the ending happens to be. Because Kenzaki becomes an undead. He becomes the second Joker of the TV show. Because of his constant use of King form, it turns him into an undead. Which is what the ending hints at. Which is what happens in the cutscene. When he's dripping green blood, that's the sign of an undead. So, essentially, the Battle Royale is put on indefinite, is then back on because now there are two undead instead of just one. Granted, it's two Jokers, and whoever wins, the Earth is still screwed. So Kenzaki essentially goes, I'm going to sacrifice my humanity, sacrifice any chance of living a normal life, and go halfway around the world so neither one of us will ever fight. Because apparently there's some urge to fight in this Battle Royale, and I'm like, really? Tell that to the undead who spent years meditating and not doing shit. Whatever. So yeah, that's what the Blade ending. That's the ending people were thinking they're gonna happen to Gaim. Koda will for some reason sacrifice his humanity in order to save the world. And become an Invest. Specifically an Overlord. Whether this happens or not, who knows? That's what people are kind of pointing to, because it's like Koda loses taste and loses any taste of food, seemingly. We have like 2 Blade references in the previous episode for the Kiwami debut. We have a
Seems funny this has happened after the first time he used Kiwami too.
Also, Kiwami, he seems to be using Kiwami for unnecessary reasons, which is again a callback to Blade, because in the final episode, Kenzaki begins using King form to even take on, like, minions. For no reason. Like, he's, like, going straight King form all the time. All because he wants to become an undead faster. And yet it takes almost the entire episode for people to go, wait a minute, if he gets to... Oh, that's what he's going to do. Still also
but you know, and I'm jumping again here too, but this week's episode, he didn't go straight into Kiwami.
True.
So maybe we're not to that point yet.
Yeah. Of course, I still am also irked by one point in the Blade ending where all of the undead are sealed, yet they can't unseal any of them, which makes me go, how the fuck did they become unsealed again to begin with? Because if you can't unseal any of them after the Joker wins, does that mean that if anyone besides the Joker wins, oh yeah, totally, anyone can, oh yeah, the undead can become unsealed at some point. That's what the fuck happens.
Wow.
It's said in the story that the Two of Hearts was the one who won the Battle Royale, therefore humanity was the one who became the dominant species of Earth. So that means the undead were all sealed at one point. Even the Joker. So how the fuck did they become unsealed again? If humanity won, how do we have a second Battle Royale if we can't unseal them? Can we just not unseal them after? Can they just not be unsealed after a certain point? Because
Yeah, that don't make any sense.
That's what kills Blade a little bit for him. Blade a little bit for me is that it pulls this ending that would make sense if it actually earned it, and it didn't earn it for me. Like Kensaki's sacrifice doesn't feel really earned that much because I'm like, okay, we could have avoided this entire choice if you all fucking smartened up. Because your ending is exactly what you were talking about earlier. Except the other end that you would release would be the ones you gave a shit about. You know, the ones that actually got character development at some point in the series and were actually good guys. You know, those ones. Because you could totally pick and choose. You could see all the ones that are like, meh. And just unseal the ones that and were like, yeah, well, yeah, fuck the Battle Royale. And you know what you do? Everyone would go a different direction. Hajime would stay where he is. The other undead would go to fucking halfway around the world and just never return. Just like they did to begin with. And this whole bullshit of, oh, we must fight one day because of this battle royale will push us together and bullshit. And I'm like, really? Last time I checked, it didn't. One of you was fucking meditating up in the Alps for years. Decades even. Not giving a shit. Not picking a fight with anyone. Hell, the Two of Hearts, the human undead, didn't even want to pick a fight with anybody. He was totally content to just, like, be chill for the rest of eternity. But yeah, that's me complaining about Blade. I know Vangelis loves the Blade ending, but I'm like, no, I'm sorry, but no. The show would be good if it actually earned the ending, but it didn't. Because I feel like it forced the ending. It forced this confrontation so hard. When I feel like it didn't. If the characters were just smart enough. Which they totally seemed like they were. But yeah. I think that's all. Got anything else to note?
No.
Oh, one last note. Energy Matsubara weapon used. Possible nod to the movie. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Get Glock back in here.
Maybe.
Eventually.
Possibly.
Lucky Poo, are you there? Are you listening? Did he walk away?
Again. Probably.
Alright. And on a unrelated note, laser tag from Rooster Teeth. 2.25 million. Raised.
Huh.
And their Indiegogo campaign. Like, I'm gonna go double check that real quick, but yeah, no. Well, no, 1.6. Oh no. Oh no, they were just saying that if they become the #1 film, funded film on Indiegogo and get 2.25 million, they'll make 4 episodes of The Strangerhood Season 2, which I have no idea what it is. Not gonna lie, this is swiftly becoming like a big budget title with all this money that's being pledged towards it.
Yeah.
They're already over 200% of their goal. They still have 15 days to go. Oh, I want to see if... Yeah, there's no... Yeah, there's no review goal anymore. Those are all... But you can get a walk-on roll. Yeah, they have 0 of 2 of that claim, so you could still get a walk-on roll for the movie. But yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! Episodes 3 and 4. The Lost Exodia and Insector Combo. Now, we'll be getting half a duel this week. We'll get the other half next week. And we'll get a...
Hold on.
Oh. You're finally Black Glock? As he meets Mike.
Hang on, let me unmute the hangout. Okay.
Cough it up, it don't belong to you.
Yeah, it's so funny.
I try.
As I was saying, we're also going to see how Yugi's going to be nerfed a bit, since, our first episode showed that Yugi kind of has a game-winning combo of Draw Exodia. Yeah...
Fixing to be broke.
Yeah. There's a reason episode 3 is called Lost Exodia. There's also why Exodia will not be seen until Battle City. And it won't be by Yugi's hands. Actually, Exodia barely gets used in the show. Like, it's used in the first episode. It's used as, like, Yugi's first fight in Battle City. And Battle City Season 2, for those who may not know what I'm talking about. And I think it's used in that filler arc that I forget what season is, but it's, like, breaks up Battle City between, like, the actual Battle City tournament and, like, the finals of it. Some ER filler bullshit that happened that no one cares about.
Well, it's filler bullshit. Of course no one cares about it.
Because it was literally a waste of everybody's time. Like, it at best gave a little bit of development for the Kaibas. And that was kind of it. Otherwise, it was a big waste of time. Except for maybe, like, the last 5 episodes of it. 30 some odd episodes. But yeah, it's used in there, but again, not by Yugi. And I think that's the only time Exodia has ever been used in the show. Like, I don't think it's ever been used outside like the original season.
Really?
And it's barely even used there. Which is funny because Exodia is kind of one of the staple monsters of the show. Fucking
he's kind of like the unbeatable monster, and yet he is barely ever used.
Well, it's like essentially it's a one-hit KO. For those who don't know how Exodia works in the actual card game, essentially, if you have all 5 pieces of Exodia in your hand, you win. Literally, you win. It is written on the main Exodia card, which is the head one. You win if you have all 5 pieces of Exodia in your hand. And I think that I think it got a compliment in trap form with a series of trap cards that if you had all 5 of them on the playing field, you won automatically. But that's the only 2 I can think of. Is there any others, Glock?
Not that I can think of either. It's been a really, really long time.
But yeah. He's getting a nerf, and we get to see half a duel this week. With a certain duelist we've already gotten to see. So, thoughts going into episodes 3 and 4?
Well, you know me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I really shouldn't keep saying it, but yeah. I'm open for it.
Well, how do you think this nerf is going to take place?
I know how it's gonna take place.
I don't know, honestly. I think it's a little too early for me to try to call a shot on something like that.
Oh.
I'm not gonna say anything because I already know how it's gonna happen.
I was about to say.
I have a bad feeling it's probably gonna be some kind of stupid something, but
Not really.
Depends. The person doing it or the person who tries to fix it.
Yeah.
everyone does. Okay.
Because I'm not gonna lie, if the Yu-Gi-Oh wiki up to give the episode titles, yeah, the picture for episode 3 spoils the shit out of that. That is literally the screenshot. Is how the fuck Yugi gets nerfed.
Oh God.
Literally how he gets nerfed.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Not kidding.
Well, you know what rage point that was when this episode debuted.
Well, that's also why the next episode is Yugi getting revenge for it. Because them some rare cards, son. And by rare, I mean only the head's rare. You can get pieces. You can get every other piece, like normally.
Repetitively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's like the whole point of like the Battle City duel is the guy Yugi was against would keep drawing limbs. He would never get the head. And Yugi would eventually beat him by destroying like removing from play like one specific piece because he had like 3 of each. Spoiling for Battle City, but yeah, we're never gonna watch that.
Aw, why not? You don't think we want to bring back season? You don't want to bring season 2 into play on TGSR someday, or season 3, or any other season, and then put Battle City into play?
Battle City's like one entire season, isn't it? So I'll be honest, I'd be totally for like skipping the whole virtual reality bullshit because I'm like, yeah, we're skipping this.
Why?
Because it totally interrupts the flow of the entire show. It's just like, yes, we're building towards the finals. This big confrontation between these 4 main characters, and time for a filler that has nothing to do with anything. It's like, why the fuck can this wait till after Battle City? Like, seriously. Let's just skip right to the Battle City fucking finals so we can get on with this shit. We have better stories going on here. Literally better stories going on here. There's more at stake right now before we entered this bullshit. Now we gotta mess around with this bullshit for 20 some odd fucking episodes just so the Kaiba brothers can get a little bit of development and we introduce something out of the fucking blue for no goddamn reason. It's literally what the VR stuff was. A out of nowhere filler arc to say things out of nowhere for no good reason. Literally what it was.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. You can see it the entirety of that arc and not miss a goddamn thing by the time you get to the final when the actual finals fucking start.
Wow.
Like, watch up to when that shit starts, skip it, get to the finals, and you get right back to where the fucking shit's supposed to start. Because I think they like absolutely drop any chance to mention what happened in that arc after the point. To be fair, I think I stopped watching the show after Battle City. Like, I think I watched up to the Battle City finals, and I watched that, and I think that was it. I did not watch anything past that. This is coming from somebody who actually went to the theaters to watch the movie. I still had the cards from said movie until I sold them all. So wait, no, not that one. But yeah. So Glock, what do you think going into 3 and 4?
That's what I think.
Oh, fun to be had.
Yes.
I do wonder now that we'll get 2 episodes dedicated to a duel, whether or not we'll take 10 minutes to explain something. Because trust me, that's a bad trope of Yu-Gi-Oh! We'll take 5 minutes to explain a move. And
Really?
it only gets worse after a certain point. Because it's like, especially when you get to like 5Ds from what I've seen.
Oh dear God, don't get me started on that show. I hated that show.
And you know what's funny, Glock?
What?
I swear I hear nothing but praise for 5Ds outside the whole card games on motorcycles thing. Because apparently it's really good, except for the whole like ending that like, wait, what? Wait, why did you make that twist? I like the other twist. No, reverse that. No, don't do that. Because I've seen like the final episode of 5Ds.
I can't stand that show. I never could stand it. Oh dear God, I hated it.
But what did you hate about 5Ds?
Everything. I don't know how to explain it. I just couldn't watch it. I just couldn't.
So you could watch Zexel.
Oh God.
Oh
God.
I haven't seen that one, and I'm scared to try.
I know you didn't just say that.
But Glock, you gotta feel the flow, man. You gotta feel the flow.
What?
You're gonna be so pissed once you find out where that thing comes from. Trust me.
Okay.
That pissed me off the entire time we were watching the show. For no reason. It's like the whole like police, like F1 police car from Sonic X all over again. Because trust me, that pissed me off too for no real good reason. Outside of it's the dumbest idea I've ever fucking heard. Why?
Oh.
But don't worry, Glock. You can skip to Arc V and be really entertained because it's actually a damn good show.
Okay.
Like, it has a whole mistaken identity plot that makes fucking sense. Except for this one little part that seems to be kind of pushing it, but it can be kind of forgiven. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it actually has a mistaken identity plot that makes fucking sense. God. It's only like, I think like 8 episodes. Like, it's only that now at like, let me pull up who I'm getting the subs from real quick. It's only like 10 episodes in. Yep, 10 episodes. The 11th episode will be up tomorrow in a raw form. So yeah. Shall we get started with episode 3 then, now that I'm done ranting?
I believe we shall.
Alright. And if you want to watch along with us, links for the videos shall be down below in the description.
Yes, they shall.
I'm gonna make it a point to remember saying that from now on. Because I sometimes forget to say that.
How can you forget to say that? Dear God.
Very carefully.
Yes. Very, very carefully. It's called I'm stupid. And I forget to say the one-off line that says, hey, links for videos down below. Just so it's noted in the video. Instead of just going, oh, hey, there's these links for these videos right here labeled in the article. Description.
Of course, you know, it's about as dumb as me not adding the links to the videos to the event. That way, it's actually in the description. I had it as you guys were kind of introing it in.
Oh,
Great.
Oh, giddy.
Great.
Well,
Needless to say, if you got the YouTube page up, you might want to refresh.
oh dear. Professionalism at its finest.
Who said we were professional?
We are the most professional people you can ever meet.
I don't know who said we were professional.
To be fair, I listened to a couple different podcasts that do say that line on the occasional episode, but they're still good quality podcast. All right, y'all queued up?
Uh-huh.
Block, are you queued up?
Oh yeah, I've been queued up, but you should know this. I was the one that said I didn't get any commercials.
I'm just making sure. I didn't.
Now watch. Now that I say that, I'm gonna press play. We're gonna get halfway through the movie, and then a commercial is gonna pop up, or not movie.
For
show.
the movie?
Movie?
Yeah, it's a movie.
Are we getting ahead of ourselves?
Movie.
Alright.
I was told episode. I wasn't told movie. I've got the wrong thing linked then.
I meant episode. Shut up.
Alright, starting up episode 3 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1 in 3, 2, 1, go.
They're lips. Those are so lips. Do they not look like lips, though?
It looks like Egyptian hieroglyph stuff.
I know, but they're God. They
How
look
is
like
happening
lips.
in my video?
Pause.
No.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Wait, what?
I heard pause. That's why I was like, what the fuck? Don't tell me that.
Yeah.
We didn't pause, did we?
No.
Okay.
I did.
You did?
You did?
Yes.
Oh crap.
Well, it also doesn't help that my video has a noticeable, like, lag to it.
Really?
Yes. I don't know why. I'm gonna see if I can crack open a different version that might play better.
Time code?
I can't even see the freaking time code of my video. It's like screwed up on the site. Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't know where we paused. I'm at 0049.
That'll work. That'll get us through
Yeah.
most of the little free talk BS that we really don't need to know, but we do anyhow, so.
Arrow did that. Arrow did that, and they're able to pull it off.
No, not really.
Are you kidding?
You don't need the same information at the beginning of every episode. I don't care what the show is, you don't need that.
I thought it kind of fit with Arrow.
First episode,
Because it kind
I
of
might
changes.
even be nice enough to give it to you for second episode, but it shouldn't be a recurring theme.
But with Arrow, it kind of changes, though. They kind of change it to go along with the plot of the next episode.
See, that wouldn't be that bad then.
Wait, you mean Ollie's opening narration? Because that does not change episode to episode. That changes season to season.
Oh, well then no, that's fucking stupid.
That changes season to season. That does not change episode to episode.
It does change episode to episode. I've seen it. I've been watching it. It does change episode to episode. It doesn't change. It doesn't change much, but it does change. Yes.
Wait, Ollie's... well, no, not from what I remember about Arrow. Granted, I may just be remembering season 2, but...
Season 1, it changed. It changed to accompany the next episode.
Oh yeah, okay. Now I'm starting to remember. Yeah, that's because he's still on the whole list thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does not change during season 2.
It doesn't?
No.
Ugh.
Episode 1, season 2, opening narration is the exact same as the opening narration for the last episode of season 2. Although I don't think the last episode of season 2 has an opening narration because they got shit to go through.
They were like, okay, we don't have time for this. We got to get through everything.
To put it simply, into season 2, shit hits the fan so hard it's not even funny. We're talking Gaim levels of shit hit the fan.
Well, really?
Yes.
Huh.
I'm trying not to spoil, but yeah. Ugh.
Huh.
Please don't spoil, because I'm trying to watch this show all the way through because this is addicting.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't trying to say anything. I was just like, yeah, yeah.
Well, to this I say then, Glock. If he's saying shit hits the fan to game levels, you need to catch up on game too.
Yeah, trust me, Glock. Catch up before season 3 happens. Ooh, you are gonna want to catch up before season 3 happens, even with Flash. Like before Flash premieres, you need to get through season 2.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Because there's some backdoor stuff for Flash in season 2.
Okay, I really need to finish them. So far, I'm on episode 12, 13 of season 1.
I don't remember how many episodes there are, and I don't remember episode specifics.
There's like around 25 episodes in season 1.
Okay. I still don't remember episode specifics, so I don't know what the fuck's going on.
This episode is when his sister ends up being almost going to jail because of vertigo.
Oh, okay. All right. Picking up from the 0049 marker then for Yu-Gi-Oh! In 3, 2, 1, go.
They really need to put the song from the English Yu-Gi-Oh! On here.
This song's alright.
Not really.
I mean, it's not as iconic as the whole Yu-Gi-Oh! One that, everyone loves to make jokes about.
I like the other one way better.
I don't think it's bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but it's just...
It just might not be what you're used to kind of deal, but...
It is. That's really what it is.
And I'll be honest, I've listened to like GX opening songs, Fighties opening songs, even Zex opening songs. I'll rate them higher than this. Like any of the Fighties openings, I'll rate higher than this. Because I really like the Fighties openings one. Even the English one. Which, there's a funny thing about the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's English dub. Guess what they do?
What?
They cut out the whole last arc of 5Ds.
Why?
Because it's fucking for kids. They do stupid shit like this all the time. Like they cut out an entire turn from the movie and they make it they create a plot hole in the English dub because of this.
Really?
Yes, they create a plot hole in the dub of the Yu-Gi-Oh movie because they take out a turn.
Great.
Yes, it's my fault Grandpa's gone because I was a little bit too dramatic when drawing the card. Should have just cut to the chase. Okay, that makes it sound a whole lot worse than the dub.
Yeah.
Because in the dub, they explicitly say, it's like, oh yeah, she's blind. No, this makes it sound like she's fucking gonna die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I don't think is what's actually happening, but yeah. Yes, in card form, because we feel like it.
Because it would fit, that's why.
Well, y'all were kind of frozen in time, just saying. And that totally isn't gonna stop you. Spoilers, by the way. Okay, I seriously don't know what is up with my video.
Is it just not wanting to work?
Like it's like kind of like a buffer lag in a way.
Huh.
Like there's a noticeable skip at times, but yet audio-wise it sounds fine. It's just the video's skipping a bit.
Weird.
Like I have a problem loading, but it's like fully buffered, and I think it's my internet being derpy, like it's been, because this I was not having these problems last week. Like it's nothing we should stop over, but yeah, what the fuck?
Hmm.
Oh, what about our game?
Huh?
You missed the game.
Wait,
Don't
if
worry.
if this was found in the Egyptian ruins, why does he have it? Why is this not in a museum?
Seriously.
Because we need it for the plot. That's why.
Can I say?
You know, all those things that happened in Season 0 that we're never going to talk about?
So what's that? Let's play.
You know, I'm thinking all this stuff actually happened in Season 0. Yeah, we're lucky the thing can sink. And it's a magic puzzle, too.
Okay, I'm back.
You missed backstory.
I don't need it. I miss the English voices.
Yes, I missed that Boston accent for Joey.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's the only thing I really miss. I do like that they at least reference it in 5Ds.
They do?
Yes, because there's someone who looks like Joey that duels, and I believe it's somebody actually doing a Boston accent.
Great.
It's like a 12-second cameo, but it's perfect.
I'm not a big fan of sugar-free gelatin.
Why are you eating sugar-free gelatin?
Because it's the only thing that I have in the fridge that's actually somewhat sweet.
Why is that the only thing you have in the fridge that's sweet?
Because my grandmother isn't allowed to have that many sweet things. At all.
Oh. So no Hershey's bar?
Yep. I'm lucky if I get a Kit Kat every once in a while.
Aw. Look at Joey trying to sneak on board. I think he can handle it himself. A starship?
Can't believe. Bye.
Bye, sissy.
Bye.
Love you.
And we'll give us a watch for me.
Bring it back tomorrow, okay?
Okay, I will.
Bye, sissy.
Even though the two of you will have to duel at some point? Well, well, Yugi does have a point. Unless it's written on there that there's a numbered requirement for the starships, yeah, Joey can hop on board whenever he wants. Hi, Mai. You'll be important later.
Yup.
Actually, does Mako even show up in in this episode? Because I think he's like the only like major good character that doesn't show up in this episode. 'Cause I swear he doesn't. He just shows up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like, I am a man of the sea. I am the metaliest of men. I'm here to duel.
Yeah.
Headlines.
Joey.
Joey, back in the pants. Back in the pants. You two ain't even going to come close to having a relationship until like season 2.
Bye, Mai.
Yeah. Hey, Yugi was doing nothing. God. Joey, would you shut up and stop trying to get yourself thrown off board? And people think that the name puns were bad in the dub. At least Weevil gets a little bit more subtle with his name.
Just a little.
Granted, another accent of his character is showing off more.
Those glasses look so stupid.
You say the glasses look stupid, yet you've yet to comment about the hair. I know it's a point everyone brings up, but really? I mean, the people with the most normal hair are the people in the background. Literally, we're the most normal people with hair. Everyone who's a main character in this damn show has some weird haircut of some kind.
What are you talking about? Yugi doesn't have weird hair.
No, his hair looks perfectly normal.
Also, high piece of Exodia that they snuck in there. Oh god, Joey.
Joey. Ugh.
Way to trust your deck, son. Way to believe in the heart of the cards. And I remember this scene in the dub.
Yup.
She kicks him out, doesn't she?
You'll see.
And you were complaining about the cold, not about using the bathroom. I remember that.
Yup. If I remember correctly, he's somewhat of a good guy.
He's half a good guy.
Yeah.
And that won't get solved till season 2.
Yup. Of course there's no way you can beat her. I mean, she's only a girl.
And now you see why those scenes were cut from the dub. Can't have any. We can't have Mai using her sexuality to her advantage at all. Nope, can't have that. That's a bit too adult for our audience. Even though that's totally within her character, even in the dub. Yeah, this totally will be a card that comes into play at a very specific point. No, you're not, son.
No, you're not. You are about to be completely destroyed.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, they set it up this early? Oh wow, they set up how she's able to, they set up the whole fact that she's able to know her cards without looking at them this early. They only really did that with her duel.
Yup.
That's a point to the sub. Dude, you're getting kicked out.
Yeah, you are so getting kicked out.
I'm sorry, but the only one that's gonna be able to, the only one who can beat her little cheat is the main character, and you're not one of them. You are expendable villain.
Ugh.
And
You are such an idiot for giving him the cards.
yeah, Tommy, you're about to see how Yugi gets nerfed. And
Three,
3, 2,
two, one.
1. Whee!
Bye bye.
Dick
Now that's
move.
not the stupid part.
Dick move.
Yep.
That's not the stupid part.
Yeah. Here comes the stupid part. Now remember
Joey.
Now remember how tall that ship was. Yugi, you're on a fucking cruise ship. Yeah, he ain't getting the fuck back up unless you throw him a damn line. Plus, I think those cards are ruined at this point.
Yeah.
And Yugi,
Died.
Damn it, Yugi.
way to not think 2 steps ahead. Well, at least he got like 2 cards back. Now you can at least bluff people that he still has Exodia. You might want to climb down there and help because Joey's out cold.
Told you you'd lose, kid.
Is one of them at least ahead? Yeah. But at least this makes it less tragic.
Yeah.
Yes, an unexplainable cure called a plot device. Actually, no, it's plotnitis. It's a disease that does whatever the hell the writers want it to do. So in this case, it causes her to go blind, eventually.
I see what you did there. Ha ha
What, a Titanic reference?
ha. Yeah.
'Cause I'm sorry, unless somebody's saying King of the World, that does not qualify as a Titanic reference. Or unless someone's saying, actually, on the bow of the ship. Until that happens, nope, not Titanic reference.
That was so
Just
Titanic
dramatic.
reference. That was so a Titanic reference, whether you want to believe it or not.
It's trying to be, but it forgets the most important things about the Titanic reference that it needs to have. I mean, hell, it didn't even have like the big bellowing music, the big 360 camera shot. It didn't have any of that.
Some things are just good enough to not need that.
Like some things need to try harder at trying to do references. And I don't know if this was even out at the time Titanic happened. What the fuck was Titanic released?
I don't know, actually.
2 by phone.
They could tell what was going to happen. They were they could see the future.
Uh-huh. I believe that as much as I believe Mike can actually read her cards ahead of time. Okay, 97, yeah, it came out before this show. Okay. Well, thoughts so far.
You know my thoughts.
You love that nerf, don't you?
Dick move is what that was. That's all that was.
Yeah. To be
Well,
fair,
I mean, there was no way he could beat him without doing that.
really? At this point in Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling? I'm sorry, Exodia, I'm sorry, but at this point in dueling, a Exodia deck is not happening. Because here's the thing about an Exodia deck. You need to have all 5 pieces in your hand. You have
That
at
means you
least...
better have more than one of all of them cards.
Yeah, you can only have one of the head. You can have 3 of the, I believe, each of the limbs, but you can only have one of the head. And a standard deck is 40 cards.
So you have to be extremely fucking lucky.
Right? Or you do like the deck, the AI deck that's on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, and be designed to, in one turn, be able to draw like half your deck.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's through a combination of magic, trap, whatnot, and a whole bunch of other cards, that it's able to draw like 10 cards per turn. Like at least 10 cards per turn. Even more than that. Problem is, it has 0 defensibility, so unless you get it like the first time around, you are fucked. Especially if you can't play anything.
Yup.
And this is with today's cards.
Yeah.
This is back in the day with like the first cards. You didn't have that much that give you extra draws, so you kind of had to luck out and get Exodia. And to be fair, Yuki's deck is not designed to draw Exodia. It's more so designed to get monsters out, defend them, and attack.
Yep.
Or in later seasons, be completely around the idea of get Dark Magician, make him uber powerful, and win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember saying that because I've caught like bits and pieces of the episodes, and I think I remember saying that on one episode, and it's like, wow,
Yeah,
My
they're
wow.
God, it plots around that for so long.
or be like you say from 5Ds and have 5 variations of his ace monster that he can pull out at any goddamn time.
Mm.
And have a deck solely based around Toon first turn Stardust. Because that's how I roll, son.
I'll be right back before we start the second part.
Hell, Jaden's deck is even designed to where he can fuse first turn. For like half the time. Because I've seen like quite a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX sub. Which is kind of why I have an Elemental Hero deck. And an Elemental and Masked Hero deck, because yes, there are Kamen Rider cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, it's all referential and kind of based off designs, but yeah, I got that as a deck on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. They're actual cards, too. I will say, I gotta give it to the sub. To set up Mai's whole hint at Mai's gimmick
I looked
for
out.
her duel, like this early on, because we're not gonna see her duel until like next week, I believe.
Who am I?
Yeah, her duel.
Yeah, it's like next week.
Yeah, we're not seeing that till next week.
Yeah.
We're already seeing the gimmick. We've already seen both what Rex and Weevil's gimmicks are. We even got a peek at her card, so it's like, hey, we're setting up some of the characters we're going to be running into along the way. We even get Mako this episode.
Yeah.
As I think it might be like a quick, hey, here's a character. We'll see him like 4 episodes from now.
Yeah.
Even though he's a manly man. A manly man. Manly. Manly.
Don't forget Manly.
Yes.
Tommy probably has no idea what we're talking about.
No.
Okay, here's a bit of an obscure. He is manly as that one surfer dude from the original season of Pokemon. He's as manly as that dude. If any of you all catch that reference, I applaud you. I even barely remember the episode. I think it's the whole reason we have Surfer Pikachu to begin with. That gets referenced in Pokemon Snap. I believe that's season... Yeah, it is season 1 of Pokemon. Because that's what the original team.
It is.
Alright. We all set to start up episode 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, starting up episode 4 then in 3, 2, 1, go.
Boy, that countdown was slow for you.
That's because I had to pre-hit it before as I was doing the countdown, just to make sure it would not like take like 5 seconds to load after I tell you to go. So I'm like 5 seconds behind.
Fair enough.
Because that's how it was going to be for 3 until I tried to get another video link and that was not happening.
Yeah. So you're sure that season 2 of Arrow, the beginning plot thing doesn't change?
Yeah, it does not change. Even when like certain things happen, like no.
Why?
Because it's all focused around the ending of season 1. Like the whole narration, like the whole like second half of the narration is based around what happens at the end of season 1.
I really need to finish this show.
Yeah, you should get caught up. Trust me.
I am trying. Like last night, I went through around 7 episodes.
Yeah, before Flash or Arrow season 3 premiere, get caught up because you'll get the backstory stuff for Flash, and you get caught up to season 3. So like I said, shit hits the fan towards the end of season 2. Hard.
Wow. I really need to get caught up because this show, oh dear God, it's good from the beginning, so I know it's only gonna get better.
They
It's
cheat on
got
a
to.
cameo, by the way.
What?
They cheat on a cameo, by the way.
How do they cheat on a cameo?
Because it's a voice actor over someone playing the role. Trust me,
What?
you'll recognize it once you get to season 2. But yeah, it's a hard cheat that I didn't realize until someone pointed it out, and I'm a bit upset by it.
It's a hard cheat. Okay then.
Yeah,
What's it gonna be a cameo of? Batman?
no, close, but no,
Superman?
no. You're off on Superman.
Let's see. Let's see. Close to Batman. Robin?
No.
Is it someone within Gotham?
Yes.
Joker?
Closer.
Harley Quinn?
Bingo.
Huh?
Harley has a 5-second cameo because of a certain team that shows up, but it's I believe it's Tara Strong doing the voice of Harley, or it might just be who normally voices Harley, is the one doing the vocals. That's not the person you see, and it's a 5-second cameo.
Wow.
That's why it's a cheat, because that's not the actor saying the line. That's the person that normally voices Harley Quinn for anything animated.
Huh.
But yeah, Harley's an Arrow, and a 5-second cameo.
I can't wait to see it. I want to see what they do with her character.
Spoilers, they do jack fucking shit. It is a 5-second cameo at best.
Seriously?
It's a roundabout reference to New 52 because she's a part of Suicide Squad. So yeah, it's the only reason the cameo exists.
Okay.
It's a New 52 reference.
Hmm. I'm hearing echoes from Jeremy.
Oh.
I mean, it's all right. It's not that loud, but I've been hearing it all night.
Okay, but alright, I didn't turn my mic down then. Yeah, it auto-adjusted itself up, so turning it down, shouldn't be able to hear it now. Can you?
Do what?
No, I can't hear it. No, I'm good.
Oh,
I figured.
no.
My mic auto-adjusted up. It's at a standard 8. Normally it's at a standard 80, it's up to an 87.
Ah, okay.
That's why you're able to pick it up.
Makes sense.
So I go quiet, and then it hears the TV, and it's like, oh, that's you talking. Wait, everyone's here and we don't know the rules of the tournament?
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me, that seems like a bad idea. But I mean, what if nobody's here? Pegasus!
I'm sad because they don't have I wish we had the dub version guy.
The Philly Bravo-esque voice.
Yes.
To be fair, that's another reason why I missed the dub. Just because Pegasus makes any fucking scene he's in. To be fair, that really kills him as a villain, but as a comedic character, oh, he's fantastic. Because I'm sorry, that's why I can't take Bravo seriously anymore. Go watch the Raw for 34 and tell me you can't take him seriously after doing that shit.
What did he do? Is that when he did the Bravo jiggle?
Oh no, that's far sooner.
Oh, okay.
No, that's from the Christmas episodes.
Oh, okay.
So officially, Yugi and Joey are what, like 1-star duelists, while everyone else is 2-star.
Yeah.
That's extremely disappointing.
Now my question is, how is Joey gonna hold on to his starships when he doesn't have a glove?
Doesn't he like jack one from somebody?
I can't remember.
I remember he jacks a glove from somebody. I don't remember who. It
So
might be Weevil.
Oh, that little brat deserves it. I can't stand Weevil.
Oh, you don't like Underwood?
No. My book cards will beat you.
A little less high pitch. Take it down a little notch, and I think you have it. It's a bit too high pitch for him.
Darn. So close.
Yeah. I think with that voice, you're getting the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged version of the guy from the Bonds Beyond Time movie. That sounds like his voice because it sounds like what is his name? The rival for Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory. What's his name?
I can't remember his name, but I know exactly who you're talking about.
But it's that because he even has the voice. Not the voice, the laugh. The ha 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 ha. He even does that in the abridged movie, and I love that.
Oh god.
I also love it because for whatever reason they decided to give Jaden the gimmick of rapping. Why? Because. And everyone treats Jaden like shit. Which, to be fair, I think he only loses like 3 duels in his show. Which is like less than anyone else. The whole island is a dueling arena? What? Oh, what? Field spells?
Yup.
Technically, that doesn't count unless you have the card. Now to grow a foot! And get a beaver voice.
And nobody ever noticed. Nope, no one notices at all. It's Yugi.
Seriously, look at that shot. He starts out shorter than Taya. Now he is taller than Taya.
Yeah.
Literally.
And no one questions it.
Yeah.
Ever.
And you know, the voice is not that bad because it's just kind of a deeper version of his voice. It is really ridiculous in the dub. Because you go from like normal kid voice to Stephen J. fucking Blum.
Yeah.
Deep, manly, I'm going to do you, Weevil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to admit, it is worse in the dubbed. Like, way worse.
But it's comical.
It would be comical if they actually did something with it. Otherwise, it's just kind of there and it's kind of dumb.
I could completely see if like they made it into a joke on the first time that each of them saw it. Kind of like, did he just seriously grow and get a different voice?
Yeah, especially when no one's seen it before. It's like, wait a minute, how the fuck did you do that?
I mean, I could understand that being a recurring joke where they kind of make a comment about that, but yeah.
Battle to the death.
Yes, I'll give you the rest of my cards for you to throw into the ocean. That's a brilliant idea. Wait, there's other people watching this duel? I didn't think it. I thought it was just them.
I think there were people watching it. I'm pretty sure there were people watching it in the dub.
I don't remember, but I do like that comment from Joey. It was like, "Hi, I'm the other guy that's dueling, and these two random people that decided to follow us." Now, I will say the most interesting change they've done to dueling recently. They took away the first turn draw advantage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you go first, you can't draw. You can't draw a card.
Hmm. This is so unrealistic because if you think about it, I mean, if it was possible to do this, that is poison. How is poison going to affect a bone? If it can't actually get into the bone.
Black, why are you trying to bring realistic physics into a duel?
I don't know. I just wanted
To be fair, the show loves to do that. Okay, now that is bullshit, because that change should have happened way before Yugi declared the attack.
Yeah.
And card goes boom for some reason.
Duh.
So, timing of effects is plot related. Fantastic. Yep. And here's that 10 minutes of explaining shit that takes 3.
Yup.
Thank you for explaining the whole deal with field spells. Although technically you're not using field spells, you're using plot fields.
And you look like a complete another psycho.
Other hidden rules. Shouldn't everybody be informed of these rules? That seems like grounds for a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Wait. Was that called the Heracles beetle?
Yeah. That's what's called in America.
I know, but I never realized that it was, hinting at Roman mythology somewhat.
Hercules?
No, Heracles is the Roman version of Hercules. And Heracles was a complete and utter douchebag.
Isn't it spelled the exact...
No.
Oh, okay, now I see it. I didn't catch the spelling for Heracles. Okay, it's actually Hercules.
Hercules is the Greek mythology's version of the god, the son of the god. Heracles was the Roman version. Hercules was the hero of the people. Heracles was the complete and utter douchebag that everybody hated, and yet he was still the son of the god.
Yeah, Oh dear God, we get it. Move on. Jesus, I forgot how stupid that got. I didn't know there was a Roman version of Hercules. I know there was Roman versions about all the major gods.
all of the stories in Greek, all of the Greek stories have a Roman mimic, basically.
Oh. I didn't know it was that extensive, jeez.
Yes. It's almost like they're the exact same, except with tiny, tiny changes.
Oh, I thought the Romans just was like, oh, we're just gonna take all this Greek stuff and just make it our own, slap a new name on it and call it our own. Because fuck you.
That's pretty much what they did with everything. Everything.
Unless it's, Man-Eater, which destroys a monster if it's flip face when it's flip face up. Totally not hinting at a later plot point.
No, not at all. That's what you think.
They'll do it like they don't like go all out and just go announce that they're gonna draw my turn, end turn, whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they decide to announce all that.
Yeah.
Wow, your insect army.
Why are you not taking down his monsters one by one? He can only increase to 5, and I think he's at 5 at the moment. And he has no real way to clear his field.
I thought it was Dark Magician.
Yeah. The cards have a translate, and cards get different names when they're translated.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Jesus Christ. This is fucking... Okay. Later seasons do not get this dramatic with trap cards. Jesus. Oh. Something that's a standard even to this day. Mirror Force doesn't inflict damage. No, Mirror Force doesn't inflict damage. Unless that's some other Mirror Force that I don't know about.
It does. It's a plot point. Just leave it at that.
But Mirror Force doesn't inflict damage.
Plot.
I have Mirror Force in all my decks. Mirror Force does not inflict damage.
Plot.
I can criticize this damn show however I like. Damn it.
Yes, but you've got to keep in mind something too.
What?
Plot convenient.
Oh yeah.
That cures all questions.
So part of the cards?
Part of the
Because I'm sorry, Heart of Cards is plot convenience.
Yep.
That is what Heart of the Cards is plot convenience.
Yep.
Alright. As the ending theme plays, final thoughts on our episodes 3 and 4.
Plot convenience.
Pretty much.
Well, Yugi had to get nerfed somehow. I mean, we can't have him walking around with a one-hit KO weapon for every duel, or otherwise, it's gonna kind of turn into.
But
common thing.
Yeah.
But Heart of the Cards.
So the reason Heart of the Cards is dropped even after GX, or like after the first season, there's a reason Heart of the Cards is dropped. No one cares about Heart of the Cards. Granted, that idea still exists. It's just no one says Heart of the Cards.
But heart of the cards.
No one cares about Heart of the Cards.
But heart of the cards.
Shut up, Glock.
Shut up.
Anyway, yeah. We get to see the first half of the Weevil Duel. And I'm already complaining about the fact that somehow Mirror Force does damage.
Yeah.
When it shouldn't.
Plot convenience.
I don't care if it's fucking plot convenience. That is bullshit.
That's plot convenient.
Mirror Force actually inflicted damage. That would be a far better card for me to have. And I have the card in my Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro decks. It does not inflict damage. I've got experience with that card, man.
That card totally doesn't do nothing, man. Sorry, I had to tease you there.
I know.
It just makes you want to smack him every so often, honey.
A little bit.
It's plot convenient.
Plot convenience, my ass.
What is my pocket? Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna look. See what they actually call the card that he plays.
Okay.
I know what they call it. The card of convenience.
Listen, it is Mirror Force.
It's the only card that you can get that changes into whatever the fuck you need it to.
Oh, wow.
What?
Wow, they even show that Mirror Force is even stupid, even in their own rules.
Wow.
Let's see, in the show, Mirror Force destroys every monster on the Weevil side of the field and inflicts damage to him equal to the difference between the attack of basic insect and the attack of all remaining monsters. But he only decreases by 1445, giving him a total of life points of 555. Terrible reference, mind you. But if you actually do the calculations, that was a one-hit KO move. Weevil would have lost the duel.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, with 200 plus 590 plus 590 plus 655 gives... Let's double check these numbers here real quick with my own calculator.
What I missed?
But you know what's funny though?
What?
Like you said, that card doesn't do that.
I know. We're finding out that even in the in-show description, it's bullshit because Weevil should have lost the duel already. Literally. To see. Oh, they forgot to do. Yeah, they're giving reasons why Weevil didn't lose the duel immediately.
What are the reasons?
They forgot to apply the attack damage from one of the monsters.
Really?
Because I'll explain to you, Glock. Mirror Force in the show destroys all monsters and inflicts damage to the opponent based off the difference between the monster that declared the attack and all other monsters' attack power. Which means, according to this move, Weevil would have lost the duel because he would have had 2,035 damage dealt to him in a single turn. That would have ended it. Instead, he only gets 1445.
Which monster did they skip?
Any one of them, really.
Excuses, excuses.
But yeah, essentially the difference of 590 is taken into account that one of the monsters that he played didn't get played, which is either Big Insect or Gookie Boar. So one of those two not get played.
Alrighty then.
Even though you see it get played.
Yup.
So, in fact, even in the sub, they still make bullshit mistakes.
Every show makes a mistake.
So all Weevil had to do was not play a monster.
And he would have survived.
Exactly. And we would still have the duel, and the duel would have played out the exact same. Yet they showed him played an extra monster, which shows bullshit.
Yep.
So, yeah. I think I want to make that an official count. Every time the show fucks up duel, fucks up the cards.
Okay.
It does something that makes no goddamn sense.
Okay, we
Oh,
can make
God.
an account. We can make an account. Tommy, you think you can add that onto the stream every time we stream?
Not the way that we do it. No, but
Aww.
No, but we'll keep track of it in the forums. Just like we do for, when we did, game shows.
yeah.
So that's-
Okay.
So that's the first official count of a bullshit move. Alright. Any other thoughts?
Not really.
Yugi.
I'm assuming no from Glock.
I'm assuming because he's not really paying attention to you.
I am paying attention. That was my hint. I want the old intro back. I want the English
We know
intro
that,
back.
Glock. But besides that, thoughts on the actual 2 episodes we watched, not the dubbed 2 episodes that you watched way back in the day.
The names are so stupid. Dinosaur Rex and freaking.
Really? You think that's better than Rex Raptor?
Yes! Or wait, no. Rex Raptor is better than that.
Really? Because they're about the same if you ask me. Only one is far more generic.
Look at the freaking. Look at Weevil. Weevil's name is better than this.
Yes! But that's because it doesn't accent him as an insect duelist. It paints him as a underhanded, dirty player, kind of.
It's better than this, though. These names.
It all works out the same. There's still a pun. It's just some puns are worse than others.
I guess. These puns are way worse. Alright. I mean, if they were going to go that route, they should have called my sexy woman Mai, or Temptress Mai.
Her name's My Valentine.
In the dub it is, but not in this.
Her name's still I think her name's still My Valentine in the sub.
Mm-mm. It's not.
No. Oh no, it's my Kajaku.
See?
Which what does Kajaku mean? I'm curious.
Because
Because I'm on the bet it means the exact same thing.
How do you spell it? Kijaku?
No, Kujaku.
Kujaku meaning.
Peacock.
What?
It means peacock. And she uses harpies, which are birds.
Great.
Still a pun!
Great.
It's like fucking Mako. Ah. At least Yugi doesn't have a pun in his damn name. He has the title of the damn show in his name.
Oh, great. Great. Just
All right.
great.
Next time, we shall see the end of the Weevil duel and see Joey step up to the plate and making as he does his first duel in the Duelist
and
Kingdom.
makes a complete retard out of himself.
Doesn't he win the duel?
He wins the duel, but the entire thing, he's still making a complete retard of himself.
Well, to be fair, it's Joey. We actually don't get a serious. Joey doesn't get serious until next season.
Yeah, I mean, unless, of course, the subbed version is a little bit different for Joey, which I highly doubt.
Like all the animation is the same.
Okay.
Except for cutscenes, so.
Fair enough. Okay.
Of course, this is coming from someone who watched Power Rangers back in the day, and oh, you can do so many things by changing the vocals for a scene.
You can make an entire scene completely different.
You can make an entire show different. That's RPM. Anyway. That'll do it this week for...
Ramp it up, Saloon.
Tommy Gun 2442.
I'm Pacemaker2448 saying good night, everybody. We'll see you on the next round of the Gaming Saloon Rift Tracks. Peace out.
As always, you can find the Gaming Saloon Rift Tracks on our site at tgstgsr.org. Don't forget to follow us on our social medias, on Twitter by following @TGSaloon, on Facebook at facebook.com/thegamingsaloon, and on YouTube at youtube.com/TGSaloon. Till next time.